Hi there and welcome to breathwork series. If you are new here, my name is Yovana, and if you haven't watched the intro video about the breathwork series as yet, I suggest that you click on the link above and get familiar of why are we doing the breathwork series the way we do them and giving all these informations and knowledge instead of just sitting and practicing the breath. Today we are talking about breath of fire. Kapalbhati, one of my favorites, I have to be honest. And why is it my favorite? Is because I am myself a fiery person, and sometimes when I feel low, this is the breath that helps me lift my spirits and my energy. So before we actually go into the breath itself, I want to share with you some amazing benefits of this breath and some contraindications that you need to look out for. So let's start with the benefits. As I said, this is a breath of fire. So what does it do? It creates a fire in your belly. It creates a heat in your body. So it's great for heating, rising the energy. So if you are feeling low, as I mentioned previously, so you're feeling blue, you're feeling like not motivated, not energized, you can do this breath to just rise your energy. It's great warm-up breath before hard vinyasa. So you're just going to do some planks, you move around fast. You can do this to prepare your body, to tell your body, okay, ready, set, go. We are ready now for this practice. Because if you just step on the mat and you start moving, your body is going to get confused and it's not ready, and it's like a nice way to enter this zone. It builds up physical endurance as well and helps with the pain relief. I will explain in a moment how does it work, as well as so cleanse from the toxin, pain relief, and physical endurance. I'm not sure in which order I mentioned them previously. I got a few confused there for a moment. But what does it happen? When you breathe with this force, so Kapalbhati is very forceful breath, you bring more oxygen than usual. And when you bring more oxygen than usual, you are helping your body relax and cleanse. So you inhale, like forcefully bring the oxygen, exhale, bring it out. So you are like this acting like a cleaning filter for your body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Everything is circling around. So that's how that works. And the one for the pain, obviously the oxygen helps reduce the pain, and removing toxins is it's really good for that. But what helps the most is that this kind of breath removes the lactic acid. I'm not sure, have you heard already, but lactic acid is what collects in our muscles after any strenuous exercise. So for example, you're going to gym, you're just lifting weights, or you maybe ran a marathon, whatsoever sport that you're doing, and it can be yoga too. So your muscles are tired, you're feeling tired, and when you breathe, you remove this acid. When you remove this acid, you remove a cause of this muscle pain. So these benefits are mind-blowing for me. And that's why it's one of my favorite breaths. So now that we've gone through some benefits and I got myself really excited, let's go through some contraindications. Thinking of something that it's very forceful, I would say that it's not recommended for a pregnant woman. The reason being is that you are moving your belly a lot, and it can harm you and harm the baby. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing the knowledge that I gained through my trainings and my experience in practice. Other than that, it's not good if you have any issue with your spine. So you see, when you move your belly forcefully, if you have any slip disc or any herniated disc or any issue with your lower back, it moves that part. So if this causes you more pain because it's moving it fast, you should skip this exercise until you get better. Other than that, if you have a high blood pressure, you can think of a heart and blood pressure as heat. So if a heart is having a high blood pressure itself, that represents a heat in the body. And if you're adding more heat to that, you might get dizzy, or you might alleviate, like you might increase that you might elevate that high blood pressure even more. So I would suggest to give yourself some time to do lower blood pressure first, and then you can jump on this practice. Now that we've gone through some amazing benefits and some contraindications that you need to be aware about, let's talk about the breath. As I mentioned with my arms many times before, it's very obvious. You will be inhaling and exhaling, but how you will be doing that is that you will just focus on an exhale. So hear me out. I know it's strange if you haven't done this before, but you don't inhale. You just exhale, and inhale happens automatically. And you exhale with force. So you will just, you hear the force of my exhale. So you will do like, so you can hear how forcefully I am exhaling, and then the inhale is happening automatically. It means my body is taking the oxygen by itself. I'm not expanding my belly to inhale. It's just happening. So to get these great benefits that we spoke about earlier, you need to do this breath for 1 to 3 minutes. However, if you are a beginner, this breath is very powerful and it might get you dizzy. So you can reduce the force, reduce the repetition, and of course reduce the time. So for the first time, it might look something like this. So it is still pretty fast, but the force I'm putting, it's much less, and that will make you less dizzy if you are doing this for the first time, and it will be easier for you. You can even make more space if you can. I practically can't because like my body wants oxygen, so the faster I exhale, the faster I get oxygen in because it's happening automatically. So why don't you join me for we will do 2 short rounds, so we will not do 1 to 3 minutes here. You are free to try on your own the longer one. I just want to get you familiar and to understand the breath. Find a comfortable seat of your choice. You can sit like me, you can sit normally on the sofa, on the chair, wherever you're at. Don't do this while you're driving, please. And obviously we breathe through our nose. If you are comfortable, you can close your eyes if you got the technique. If not, you can look at me for the first round and try to close them on the second. You find a comfortable seat, you straighten your back, and if your eyes are open and you're looking at me, at least try to relax. Notice your normal breathing pattern, your chest rising and falling. Maybe your belly expanding and rising and falling too. And once you're ready, we can begin with our first exhale and then go from there until I tell you to stop. Inhale deeply and exhale, return to normal breathing. We just did around half a minute of the breath, and yes, it is tiring. One awesome benefit that I forgot to mention is that when you're breathing like this, your abs are working. So it's awesome ab work as well. And the longer you do it, your abs will become stronger and you'll be able to do it for a longer time. So why we get tired is because you're moving your abs, you're squeezing your abs, but if you don't have strength there as yet, it'll be really hard. Let's try this one more time. If your eyes were open on the first round, let's try to center ourselves by closing the eyes and being present in our body. Take an inhale, and then we start with the exhale. Take a deep inhale in, and exhale, relax, return to normal breathing. Maybe another deep breath in, it just came on its own. And you can gently open your eyes. If you notice that you lose the pattern, that's perfectly fine. We are not looking for the pattern. If you can make a pattern in future, that's great. It'll be easier for you to focus. But if you like, you skip a beat and you're like, okay, this was not good. Don't stress yourself about this. It's perfectly fine. Your muscles are contracting, and maybe when they get tired, they don't contract as fast as you would want them to. But that's perfectly fine. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and sharing this practice with me and hearing me out and why I love this breath and why I want to share it with you. If you learned something from it, if you had fun, if you just watched and you didn't even join, just learn a bit. Let me know down below in the comments what was that one thing that made you stay until the end. And follow me for more videos like this. I hope to see you again on the mat or on the couch. Namaste.